Howdy folks, Tetsu here, down in the lower tiers, where the power is low, but the battles are fierce. And today we're moving on to match 11? No, 12. Gosh dang it. Moving on to match 12 in round 1, which I looked at the listings, and apparently there's not that many more matches left. But turns out quite a few people had given up wins or just didn't respond to their opponent's requests. Because, I mean, life's life, that's going to happen. So there's going to be a little less matches than I thought for the review portion, which I am going to do after round 1 is over for this particular one. I'm going to have a listing of all the matches that we actually didn't see and so on and so forth, or at least I'm going to try to do that. I need to get all that information together. I am working on it. Moving on, though, just wanted to remind you guys that if you want to check out 7U, if you have any interest in it at all, you can go to the Smogon RBY Discord and come down to the 7U chat room. There's always someone there willing to battle, and always, you can strike up a conversation, learn about the tier. And speaking of learning about the tier, and if you want to check out the replays yourself, you can go to the official Smogon Other Tiers forum with the 7U. Gosh dang it, that phrasing. That's for 7U. There will be a link to that in the description. It's going to have the replays, going to have usage of the Pokemon, it's going to have lead usage, and eventually there's going to be team stats, Pokemon stats, and so on and so forth. It's going to be awesome, lots of information, and, it'd be cool to see everybody, come in, start discussions, and so on and so forth. Without further ado, we're not going to go too far into any other direction. We're just going to go straight for it. This is going to be hopefully a very big match. The last one was a bit short in comparison, except for my rambling. Yeah, except for my rambling. But let's move on. We're going to be seeing TylerFritz8 versus Julian113. Without further ado, let's begin. Play. Early metagame. Tentacool versus Ivysaur. Alright, we got this. Okay. Tentacool is basically the king right now. Ivysaur is weak to Blizzard. Now, as far as I know, it's not gonna OHKO Ivysaur unless it crits, but it's going to do a ton of damage. That said, if Julian wants to sack Ivysaur for potentially sleep on Tentacool, which can be pretty powerful, all things considered, since Tentacool is a pretty powerful mon in the tier. I mean, the 100 special speed tier is not bad, 70, and decent coverage. Not really much can switch into it outside of itself. It's a possibility. Or we're probably going to see a switch. Let's see. Blizzard does come in, and Ivysaur is, like I said, and Sleep Powder misses! No! And there goes the switch for Tentacool. We're going to see Blizzard again. Is there going to be a freeze? No, there is not. What? Funny story. I'm not going to be long, I swear. Last night, I went against someone, just playing a quick game of 7U. And my goal... I played horribly, by the way. I played horribly. One of my Pokemon, Golbat, who I had to switch in at one point simply because I didn't really have much else. And the second one because I was hoping to get a Confuse Ray off. Both times, both Golbats were frozen. It's like, right after they got hit. Like, no! Like, why? RNG! Okay, let's continue. Sorry. Rap does wind up missing from Julian, but goes again. Nice. So, are we going to see a switch, or are we just going to see... Okay, we are switching. Voltorb, 100 speed. So, Tentacool is not outspeeding it. We're going to see Ivysaur. It's either that or Rhyhorn as basically a Voltorb check. Rhyhorn I can kind of understand. Ivysaur is weak to Boom in this case, but by the look of it, it doesn't seem like it's going to do too much. We got Paralysis on Voltorb from Body Slam. Both are paralyzed. Why is Voltorb staying in? Is it because of the... Is it because of Body Slam? Or are they not wanting something else to get paralyzed? supposedly. Swords Dance is coming out, and that's going to be painful. Body Slam does come in, and that does a ton of damage. Are we going to be... And, yeah, Voltorb goes down. Okay, a set... I'm not entirely sure how to feel about this. Like... Voltorb and Ivysaur, they're both paralyzed. Voltorb... I don't know. Not really sure what to say to that, but it just doesn't feel right. Anyway, going on. Ivysaur does get the hit, and Charmeleon does come out. Ivysaur is going to be switched out, but it was open, and the only reason for that is because it was open to Fire Blast in Fire Blast range. Tentacle does come out. We see a Slash, a Body Slam, and Paralysis! Hydro Pump. Oh, and it misses! It misses! Oh, no! Oh, that's painful. That's painful. And Tentacle does go down. Oh, boy. Okay, Shelter is coming in, so they did have another water type. Tentacle does come out. Do we see a Surf? No, a Clamp. Okay, so... Thoughts on Shelter as a Trapper? It's incredibly slow in comparison to, say, Tentacle or Charmeleon. It can be used, obviously, but unlike with, say, Tentacle, who has only a few mons above it, Shelter has quite a few that can actually outspeed it. I'm pretty sure Ivysaur can as well, although I'm not 100% sure on that one. Let me check, because I got the little thing right here that I can check. Speed tiers. Where is Ivysaur? I mean, it's not like Ivysaur is, up anyway for oh, no, it still is for Julian. It's Parrot? No, it's only got like 27% though. Where Shelter is like 40 speed. And Ivysaur is 60. So yeah, even Ivysaur can outspeed it. It's pretty painful. I'm actually curious. Well, with 27% health, that's probably not the best idea. I was thinking that maybe a possible switch to Ivysaur, but no, that's probably not the best idea. Meowth does come in, and now Tentacle is threatened. And down it goes. Yeah, there was no way he was going to live that. And we're going to see Charmeleon? Yes. Okay. And I accidentally stopped the recording again. Gosh dang it. Alright. So, for those curious, Charmeleon is one of the few mons that can beat Meowth one-on-one. But Meowth did go... And there goes a can. Wonderful. Meowth does go for a substitute, though. This actually does put it in a bit of an advantageous position. Counter! That was bad. That was really bad. Flash does come in. Okay. Okay, that was a quick fire slash. Slash counter. Okay. Why Bubble Beam? Why? We've seen this before on Clefairy. Actually, I'm pretty sure we've seen a Meowth use Bubble Beam. Why? I mean, I get it. It's super effective, but Slash is just so far better of a move. Or Body Slam. Body Slam works too. Anyway, here comes Charmeleon. Okay, well, actually, I suppose that's a reason. Using Bubble Beam does cancel out counter. And the fact that Julian used it again after Bubble Beam hit... Okay. I don't want to sound like a... Let's see. Okay, so, yeah, that's not really something he could help then. My bad, Julian. No, even slow I can barely keep all this. So, at this point, Meowth is... Yeah. I said Charmeleon's able to beat Meowth one-on-one, but in this case, it was just really poorly used. Substitute coming in. We can see a Confuse Ray. Yes. Wait, so... Substitute blocks Confuse Ray? Huh. I did not know that. I honestly did not know that. Okay. Okay, so Golbat as a Meowth check is not bad. As you can see, it ended up using Hyper Beam. It's actually tied speed-wise for Meowth, so, you know, all you gotta do is break a speed tie in this case. And as you saw, when Substitute was hit by Double Edge, it actually didn't make any recoil. And Substitute in Gen 1 is a very funny set of glitches that go with it. Like, if you use Self-Destruct on it, it actually won't... the Pokemon may lose a Substitute, but your Pokemon doesn't faint. That's actually quite funny. It's actually quite funny. I'm not gonna lie, that's hilarious. Okay, moving on. Hyper Beam is used and Meowth goes down, and the opponent's Golbat is coming in. Now, Julian's Golbat is unfortunately really low, and it's going to be revenge killed by Golbat with Hyper Beam. Pretty fitting, I suppose. Meowth does come in, and we see a quick slash. Another, like a 2-hit, maybe? And Confuse Ray is coming in. Do we see another slash? Do we see switch? Thunderbolt coming down. No paralysis. And Mega Drain, that's not going to heal. Okay, so we got one or two things that can come about here. I'm kind of curious if Ivysaur is going to be switched in at this point. The reason is because Golbat, well, to be fair, it is 4 against 2, so maybe thinking of that along that lines is probably going a little too far, but the Ivysaur coming in, Meowth is confused, which, I mean, could go away, admittedly. But if it winds up hitting itself, Ivysaur is just in a pretty decent position to, you know, actually do something. But it's gonna... Oh! Critical hit Hyper Beam! And in comes the last Ivysaur. We're gonna see another Hyper Beam. Now we're gonna see a Double Edge, and down goes Julian. The first match going to TylerFritz8. Good job, both of you. Very well done. It's not really a whole lot I can say. I do find it kind of unfortunate the Hydro Pump missed on the paralyzed Tentacool. That was like really, really bad luck. Because it comes in with the Body Slam, which is a very good move in most tiers, by the way, because the whole paralysis bit. And that Hydro Pump miss. This would have O-Code. This would have O-Code Charmeleon. No issue whatsoever. Not like nothing. It wouldn't have survived. And Tentacool would... And Tyler would have still been in a good position regardless, but it was just unfortunate. Alright. So now that we've gotten the first match out of the way, we're going to go to the second. I already have that set up. And we're going to... Enough preamble. We're just going to go right in. Play. Alright, lead metagame. Ivysaur once again from Julian. And Voltorb for Tyler. But it's going to be a quick switch to Charmeleon, who immediately gets put to sleep. Are we going to see another switch out, I'm assuming? Yep, into the opposing Ivysaur from Tyler. And Tentacool coming in. We're going to see Blizzard. Switch to Tentacool, which is going to take that Blizzard. Freeze! No, there's no freeze. And we got a Hydro Pump. Okay, so we did wind up talking with Gangsta SpongeBob, and he gave his thoughts on the whole Tentacool versus Tentacool matchup. And their thought being that Tentacool, instead of being wrapped, you can try brute forcing and wrapping later in order to get into Meowth or Charmeleon attack range, into slash range, which is a pretty good idea. Now, I suppose the caveat to that, though, is, well, I suppose the idea is that you get it down low enough, and if your opponent tries to switch in anything, something's going to take a hit, and it's going to be dealt damage. And the only thing that can really take a Tentacool attack is another Tentacool. So, yeah, that does hold a lot of merit, and we have seen it since then. Even over the course of the tournament so far, we have seen it. So, we're going to see Wrap coming in. Voltorb is going to be switched in. The opposing tentacle can do nothing. A quick switch to the other Voltorb. Thunder Wave, yes. Now, Voltorb is really only good with its speed. It has Thunderbolt. It's walled by Rhyhorn, of course, completely. Ivysaur is a decent check to it. Voltorb, paralyzed, though, is now in a really bad position. Anything can basically deal with it at this point. Although it seems like, are they going to trade Voltorbs? Nope, in comes Ivy. And that's actually kind of unfortunate for Julian. And Razor Leaf comes in. Are we going to see another paralysis? Yes, another paralyzed by Ivysaur. There is, of course. And it goes for the boom! It goes for the boom! On Ivysaur. Awesome. Okay. So, well, let's actually see what Julian switches in. We got Tentacle. Cool. Hilarious. That was not intentional, but that was good. That's kind of funny. Anyway, Ivysaur is now threatened. But I just wanted to make a quick note here. Because Tyler has 2 paralyzed Mons, they actually have 2 Mons that can be switched into sleep potential. Which, status blocking is not a bad thing. It's just something to keep in mind. Like, too many paralyzed Mons, sleep just becomes less and less effective. Alright, we are going to see a switch out into the other Tentacool. Makes sense. Do we see a freeze? And that was a crit, too. No. But Hydro Pump is coming in, and Tentacool is now down to slash range. Which is very good. Very good. Quick switch to Voltorb. That's... Okay, so they're just going for PP or trying to get a Rat Miss. Although, I do find it kind of funny. Okay, Golbat. We've now seen Tyler's complete team by this point, which is good. Golbat and Meowth. I'm assuming he's going to switch between both of these because they are far faster than Julian's Tentacool. Yep, seems that way. And there we go, a Rat Miss, and Golbat is now primed. Oh, and the Hyper Beam misses! And Blizzard comes down. Do we see a freeze? No freeze. Ah! Unfortunate! That is so unfortunate. 2 Hyper Beam misses. Wait. Hold on. I have to look this up. Sorry. Golbat. Blank set. Wait. 48% on Meowth. Meowth. Tentacool. Okay, so I was kind of wondering about that. Actually, it wouldn't have been a guarantee with Double Edge. I was kind of wondering because it at max is 45.9% unless it crits, obviously. So, yeah, the Hyper Beam was necessary for the KO, but that is just like really unfortunate that 2 Hyper Beams missed. Oh Lord. I feel really bad about that one. Moving on. Tentacle is going to go down because Meowth outspeeds it. We are pretty close still, though. We got 4 Mons for Julian. We got 5 for Tyler. Golbat does come in, and Thunder comes down. Not Thunderbolt, but actually Thunder. Which is far more inaccurate. Let's see. Sorry, I saw the chat. Good sportsmanship on both sides. Meowth using Thunder instead of Thunderbolt. I mean, down here, you kind of need the extra power sometimes, admittedly. And Thunder, I mean, it's inaccurate. It's really inaccurate. But it also has that chance to pair up extra power. I don't know. I just think Thunderbolt's better all around, but that's my opinion. Anyway, Golbat is going to be hit. Voltorb coming in, and we're going to see Hyper Beam! Sacrifice for Voltorb. Unfortunately for Tyler, Julian did not get the same thing. And unfortunately, Meowth loses the speed tie against Golbat. That is unfortunate for Tyler. Tentacle's coming in. It's going to be a Yep. And Golbat's just going to be going for... I'm firing my laser! Bow! And finally, Tyler's last mon is the Sleeping Charmeleon. Oh boy. Double Edge going down. I think that's a 3-hit KO, right? 2 Double Edges and 1 Hyper Beam. Yeah, that should be KO range, right? Guess we're about to find out. Yep, there we go. 2 Edges and 1 Hyper Beam. Julian won this round, folks, so we're going into the third battle, which is quite exciting, actually. Both players have played fairly well so far, which is good, and I can't wait to see what they do in the future. But without preamble, and there's not really a whole lot I can say in this, I do find myself admittedly going towards the little switch here. Charmeleon is such a good mon. I don't know, out of Tyler's entire team, I'm not entirely sure who would be the best sleep fodder as far as that's concerned. I don't know. Definitely don't really have an idea for that. I'm still learning, so I'm honestly not sure. That said, I am happy with how they have played, and we're just gonna go on to the next battle. And this is the final game for match 12, and it is 12. Anyway, without preamble, let's play. We're gonna see Charmeleon this time coming out for Julian, and we've got the Charmeleon v Charmeleon matchup. So we're going from Ivysaur to Charmeleon. So are we gonna see counter battles? I believe Julian used counter before. I'm pretty sure that was Julian. They use counter. Hopefully, if both players have it, hopefully they're not as quick to use it as before. Body Slam coming in. Do we see counter? Oh, we see a slash. What do we got? Slash. Are we going to see a counter? Yes, we do, but it doesn't beat it. But it does. But Julian does beat the speed tie. Not bad. Trade. Well, a somewhat of a trade. Actually, does Charmeleon get sacked here? Do you go for the slash on Tentacle just to get it in Meowth range at this point? It's going to go for the bot. Oh, a crit body slam! And, well, that does put it in Meowth range. I'm assuming he was just going for the paralysis. And there goes Voltorb. Do we see it? Yeah, Rhyhorn's coming in. And now Voltorb is basically just Block City. Also, the fact that Boom, if it even has it on its moveset, is going to have to be watched quite explicitly, simply because you'd never know if your opponent is just going to switch Rhyhorn to take that explosion. Alright, we saw Golbat, switch to Ivysaur, Body Slam on the Voltorb. Are we going to see a double switch? Switch to Rhyhorn, as expected, and it goes for the Boom! Okay, yeah, that's what we were talking about. You have to be careful with that. And it was pretty obvious when you switch Voltorb into Ivysaur. I mean, there's not really much else you assume that's going to happen. But Tentacle is put to sleep now. Huh. Okay, that's fair. And Tyler is trying to go for the sleep on the opposing Ivysaur. And it's paralyzed. Now, in a quick switch to Golbat sleep, yep, Golbat is taking a snooze. And going to be a quick switch back to Ivysaur with a Why Razor Leaf? Why not Body Slam? Huh. Maybe they were thinking Tentacle was coming in? Maybe? That's still neutral damage, but, I mean, neutral damage with a crit? Interesting thought. Swords Dance going to Ivysaur for the mirror. Body Slam coming down. Paralysis? No, actually. And we're going... wait. 67. So that should be more than enough. Like, if it doesn't get paralyzed, it'll be able to finish off this Ivysaur. So is there going to be a switch, or is it just going to be a sack? Oh, it's going to be a sack. Okay. So we're going to see Tentacle come in for Blizzard. Wait, no. What am I talking about? Tentacle's asleep. I need to pay attention. Darn it. Alright, Charmeleon coming in. Well, no, Charmeleon's fainted. I am just not completely here, folks, at this point. I am not completely here. Alright, Confuse Ray coming down. Oh, and it's... Are we going to see Hyper Beam? Well, that's a bit risky, actually, now that I think about it. So, if Golbat uses Hyper Beam, and Amon is switched in, especially like if it's a Rhyhorn, for example, that could potentially be very bad, because then it would have a turn of being completely and utterly trounced, and Ivysaur would still be, well, not healthy, but it could at least deal with Rhyhorn. Okay, we are going to see a switch to Golbat. There comes the Hyper Beam, and now Golbat is going to have 2 chances to wake up. Do we see him wake up? No, it's just asleep. So it's going to be a sack. Oh! It woke up and it's going bye-bye. Yeah. Worth the shot, Julian. Worth a shot. Alright, in comes Tentacle. Blizzard! Well, Confuse Ray first, of course. Are we going to see it? Yeah, Blizzard comes in. Freeze! No. I'm just hoping for... What? Were they banking on the crit? But the confusion ends. Surf goes down and Golbat is down. This is not looking good. This is not looking good for Julian. Well, yeah, because Meowth can come in and deal with that. Ivysaur is going to go down. Their Meowth is really the only Mon that can save them, but Tyler has Rhyhorn in the back. And even though it's going to be taken, it could be taken down by the opposing Meowth, it's still going to get one good hit in. Okay, enemy Meowth coming in from Tyler. Tentacle goes down. Are we going to see their Meowth come out from Julian? Yep, we are. And that is painful. Now Julian has to win the speed tie. And it does not. Oh boy. Okay, well, the winner of this match of round 1, match 11. No, 12! I'm not here, folks. Is TylerFritz8. Congratulations, Tyler, for moving on into the winner's bracket. And Julian, with their first elimination, will be going down to the loser's bracket. With that said, folks, I hope you've enjoyed this. This was a very fun battle, actually. Very back and forth. And I hope you have learned a bit from it, in this case. I'm sorry if my commentary has been a little bit lackluster. I am not entirely sure where my head is at right now. But anyway, I hope, like I said, y'all enjoyed this, and I hope to see you again. As the rounds continue, we're going to see more and more better plays, we're going to see better matches, and a lot of new Pokemon are going to be tried, no doubt. So I'm actually very excited about that. Once again, much like I said at the beginning of the video, if you want to check out 7U, come to the Smogon RBY Discord. I will have all the links you will need in the description down below. Until next time, folks, my name is Tetsu, and I hope you have a very good day. Till next time, bye!